Happy 2023. Happy New Year. I hope that your New Year's Eve and New Year's Day were amazing and that you have a great year of abundance and love and blessings and health and everything. So, here are the books that I'm planning to read for 2023. If you have any suggestions, let me know. This is, I guess, the third-ish year, moving into the third year of my independent study in philosophy. It hasn't necessarily been chronological. And I started some books last year that I want to pick back up this year. And then there are just some new books that I have. All right, so let's get started. I would like to read 3 more Byung-Chul Han books. These are his newest books, I think, that have been released. So Infocracy, Capitalism and the Death Drive, and then a book on Zen Buddhism, which I think probably like everyone wanted him to write, and he finally did. So he just seems like he would have a really interesting take on spirituality and religion, and he sort of touches on those traditions in the books that I've read so far, but he's never focused on anything like that. So I'm super excited for that one. And if you want to get any of these books and read along with me, that would be super awesome. I am going to continue reading the works of Plato. So last year I read The Republic and some others. This year it's Gorgias and Symposium, which I've read some of already. So I'm just going to finish that book. Then I'm also going to return to the Nicomachean Ethics of Aristotle and then Aristotle's Poetics. I'm super excited about this one. I'm also going to continue reading Hegel. Last year, I read The Philosophy of Mind. This year, I don't know why, when I started reading Hegel, I skipped over Phenomenology of Spirit, but she's going to be read this year in 2023. Also, I'm going to continue my reading of Harris's commentary on phenomenology. There's a great biography of Hegel in the beginning, historical context, and then kind of an overview of the various themes. And it's a slim book. I think it's only 80 pages, and it's really super interesting. So I am going to read these concurrently. This is also the year that I'm going to delve into Kant. So mainly my reading of Kant has been kind of sporadic. I've never read anything cover to cover. So I'm going to try out this basic writings of Kant and just kind of see what's in here. I guess that's still not reading him cover to cover, but yeah, this is what I'm reading. And my man Heidegger, love Heidegger for his lyricism, his focus on language and etymology. It just speaks to my English major heart. I have read quite a bit in both of these, so I'm going to finish them this year. Also, I've had this book. This book has been with me for maybe not this particular copy, but this book has been with me for about 10 years. And I pick it up every now and again, but I haven't read it cover to cover. I love Marx. His ideas are so compelling. The way he articulates his ideas have literary merit to them, and I just fall in love with it every time I read it. So why not allow 2023 to be filled with a few philosophers that I really, really like? So I picked up this Derrida, The Politics of Friendship. The title just really intrigued me, and yeah, we'll see how this one is. Let me know if you've read it and what you think. I'm also going to read Ayn Rand, The Virtue of Selfishness. I've read some of this, not from this particular copy, but just through like college textbooks and videos, and I've listened to some of her, I guess, lectures, and I just wanted to actually read this. So that's what we're doing this year. This is kind of a strange Adorno book, I think, to choose. I also started this last year, The Stars Down to Earth. It's his cultural critique on astrology and, like, I guess, columns on astrology, and then the people who read them. Uh, so I don't know. I have thoughts. We'll have a video about it. And then I have George Bataille's The Accursed Share. I'm so excited about this. I have a few books of George Bataille that I've never completely gotten through, and this is the one that we are going to get through this year. But I love his writing. I think it's so interesting how he kind of looks at the erotic in mysticism and just, I don't know, just sort of his yeah, his ideas. So excited. And then let's see, we have Baudrillard's book here. This is also something that I started last year that I'm going to continue. And A Lover's Discourse. So I am studying French, basically for the conversational, cultural, traveling value of it. But I also hope to one day read these books in their original translation. So this year I'm going to focus on French literature and novels. And also I thought I would bring that into my philosophy. This was sort of a random choice, The Pornographic Age. I just thought it seemed really current and relevant, and I wanted to do a mix of ancient classic philosophy and then more contemporary philosophy, just to create a balance. And I've read de Botton's, I guess, more recent novel, and this is I think the first one that he put out, or the first one that's well known. And so it's another book on love and relationships and romance, but also like through a lens of like critique and philosophy. So excited about this. And then finally, I am going to read 2 books of Hannah Arendt, The Human Condition, and then her dissertation, Love in St. Augustine. So I'm super excited. I really love this stack. I feel confident and good about it. Some books that I might add, though, or that I definitely will because I'm in the middle of reading them. So I have 4 that I'm in the middle of reading. I have Rudolf Steiner's Riddles of Philosophy. I have the selected writings of Swedenborg. I'm also still working through Angela Di Foligno's works, and then I am about halfway-ish through the Gnostic Bible. So those are just, I'm currently reading. I'm going to continue reading them. I haven't decided, so perhaps you will notice, if you know my current sort of path, that various theologians and medieval mystics and religious texts are absent from this stack. That's because I haven't exactly decided on those. So I would like to, after I finish Angela Di Foligno, go into Catherine of Siena. I also have Teresa of Avila that I want to reread, and Meister Eckhart. I would like to throw in Pseudo Dionysus. I would like to throw in. I also am planning on buying the first volume of, I think his name is Matt C. Daniels' collection of, it's like a 5-volume collection, but I want to buy the first volume of the Zohar. I also have the Dead Sea Scrolls, and the Sefer Yetzirah is another one that I just bought. And then I would like to read, but I'm still on Steiner's Riddles of Philosophy. I don't know how long it'll take me to get through that, but I want to get into his more theosophical works. So I have his book. I can't remember exactly the title, but it's the one on intuition as higher thinking, as a higher, yeah, I don't remember the title, but it's the one on tuition. So those of you who read Steiner will know what I'm talking about. So yeah, so I think there's probably about 5 to 7 books that I would like to add into this stack. So I don't know what my books will be for January. Certainly the 4 books that I'm in the middle of reading, and then I'll probably add Heidegger and Hegel and Plato and Aristotle to that, because I like to read many books at the same-ish time. So, all right. Let me know if you have any suggestions or if you've read any of these and you have thoughts. I would love to hear them. And I would love to hear also what you are planning on reading in philosophy for 2023 and why. All right. Thanks, everyone. I will see you next week for my next video.